Thanks, Aaron. Well, Cyrus Mewawalla, Managing Director of Global Technology Research Company CM Research, joins us this morning in the studio. Cyrus, thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Now, looking at those figures, given everything that's happened in the past year, it sounds like a pretty positive result for shareholders. But how do you think shareholders will be feeling?
Yeah, I think Samsung management have done an extremely good job this year. As Aaron said, record profits, and the share price has gone up about 50%. But looking forward, Samsung's future may not be that rosy for the rest of 2017. I think earnings momentum from these earnings will carry it for a few weeks, maybe a few months. But I think there's big roadblocks ahead for Samsung. And the big problem for Samsung is it's a very successful hardware company. It's the 8th largest tech company in the world at $200 billion, but it's very weak in software. And if you look at the next, Samsung's strong in chips and smartphones, but smartphones is yesterday's story. Tomorrow's story is a whole wave of new technology themes, such as voice as a computing platform, artificial intelligence, virtual reality, internet TV, cybersecurity, the cloud. And all these things have one thing in common, which is software. You need to be strong in software. You need to have a software ecosystem to plug into, and that's where Samsung is weak.
Can I just ask this, because I was curious this morning talking to a tech expert who was telling us about the rise in the price of chips. Normally, normally over the years, the chip prices have come down, but some of the chips are DRAM?
Yeah.
Yeah, DRAM. I learned that one this morning. The prices are up. Why are the prices
so DRAM
risen?
and NAND, the prices are risen because there was unexpectedly good demand from smartphone makers all around the world. But chip, if you ask any chip analyst, he'll have a massive supply and demand model. Supply and demand will move out of sync. When there's kind of too much demand, the prices will go up. But this can change very, very quickly. And what's more important in 2017, as far as Samsung's chip division is concerned, is new chip technologies. So Samsung is a specialist in memory chips, but what's happening around the world is chip architectures are changing such that logic chips and memory chips are coming closer together, and new types of chips are being developed. So NVIDIA is the leader in AI chips. AI is going to be big. Intel and Micron are developing a technology called 3D XPoint, which could blow today's memory chip technology out of the water, and that's the area Samsung's strong in.
OK, well, Cyrus Mewawalla, thank you very much for joining us this morning. Thank you for your time.
Have a good weekend.
Thank you.
OK, let's just touch on some of the other stories making headlines around the world. Hey, the Aussie economy. I didn't even know this was coming up. The Australian economy has recorded its first trade surplus in nearly 3 years. Yep, the latest official numbers show that the country exported more than $900 million of more goods and services than it actually imported in November. The resource-rich nation saw big growth in exports of coal, iron ore and other raw materials. It means Australia is likely to avoid the recession